facelift and a deep plane facelift.
So I had a patient ask me that this week, can I just get a mini facelift? And she was like, what's the difference between that and a deep plane facelift? Well, there's lots of different types of like mini or regular facelifts. The core difference between a deep plane facelift and another type of facelift is what level you're going into to affect the change. So think of it like if you're making a bed and your bed is a twin size bed and you have a king size sheet, you put that on there. A mini facelift is basically, we're gonna bunch up that king size sheet on the one side and make this part kind of smooth. A deep plane would be going underneath that sheet and then actually trimming off whatever's left and getting a custom fit sheet for your twin bed. That SMAS is your sheet, your bed sheet inside. And that SMAS layer, you want to get underneath that, release all these adhesions, and then be able to kind of lift it, resuspend it back to a more natural position. If you're unable to release those deeply, you're really just kind of pulling on the surface and you're not actually going to be able to cut it. So you have all this bunching that happens over here. It's kind of done blindly. So you do get an effect. It's nice, but it's not as effective as doing the deep plane. And then in my opinion, a deep plane is actually safer because you can actually visualize all the nerves. When you're doing the plication on that SMAS and just kind of tightening it from here, you're kind of doing it blind. You're also devascularizing the space between the SMAS and the skin. And so that can create potential complications and numbness. So those are all the reasons I don't like mini facelifts. I pretty much only do deep plane facelifts now, and I think most surgeons are headed that direction. What is the cost difference between a deep plane facelift and a mini facelift? You know, a lot of times surgeon cost comes down to how much time it takes them in the operating room, and then there's a lot of other adjunctive things that happen. Are we gonna do the eyes at the same time? Are we gonna do brow lift? Are we gonna do facial fat transfer? Are we gonna do CO2 laser? Those are all things that I typically do with a lot of my facelift procedures. Time-wise, a regular facelift might take anywhere from like 4 to 5 hours, and a deep plane facelift takes anywhere from like 7 to 8 hours, depending on all the other stuff that you need to do. So cost for something like a facelift ranges anywhere from like $20,000 to $50,000. Deep plane ranges anywhere from like $30,000 all the way up to over $100,000, depending on where you go.